Hello and welcome to the MyVA Dayton podcast, coming to you from Dayton, Ohio. This is the show where we talk with veterans in the Western Ohio region to share their stories and share what's happening at the Dayton VA Medical Center. I'm Scott Leese, your host, with co-host Greg Tucker.
Hi, this is Greg Tucker. We will be discussing the Pact Act with some of our previous guests on this episode.
And we're back with Vietnam veteran John Looker. So John, you spend a lot of time now working with veterans in the community, assisting them with getting all their needs, and making sure that that everything is taken care of for whatever veterans' needs might come forward when they come talking to you at the VSO. One of the things you are really known for is sharing your experience through speaking events. So tell us a little bit more about the flow of people coming in for the Pact Act. How many of them have are coming back after a previous claim or looking for additional care through the VA that they weren't getting before?
Well, our service officers have appointments scheduled all day long. Our first one starts at 7. Our last one ends at 6 o'clock in the evening. And we've probably processed about 50 claims so far after the Pact Act was initiated.
Yeah. So tell us what the success rate for you is on that. How many veterans come to you and say, hey, thank you for helping us find our way, especially through the Pact Act?
Well, there's so many TV ads out there with these attorneys that want to handle these. And even in my speaking that I do, I talk about, if you go to an attorney, there's a chance that attorney is going to get 50% of your whatever you receive. If you receive $100,000, you're only going to receive $50,000. But then you have to show the IRS that $100,000 that you received. Not only that, but my understanding is you could lose your VA benefits until that $100,000 is paid back. Mm-hmm. And most of the veterans rely on VA health care like myself.
Right.
So that's something I try to talk to when I go to different groups.
Right. Well, and what a great service you provide to ensure that those veterans have that knowledge at their fingertips through you, because it is hard to navigate through all the many options and changing legislation and so forth. So, we really appreciate all that you're doing. The Pact Act created new windows of VA healthcare eligibility for post-9/11 combat veterans. Time's running out to enroll in the Pact Act 1-year special enrollment period for post-9/11 combat veterans that began October 1st, 2022. Enroll today so you don't have to wait for the next window to open. Visit va.gov/pact to learn more. And we're back with Navy veteran Keith Carr. Hey, Keith, tell us, how many veterans come to you looking for information about the Pact Act?
Oh, I've had a lot. Well, about a year ago, I actually moved over. I'm now the executive director and the veteran service officer for Preble County. So I have about 3,000 veterans out here in the county that I try to help out whenever they call or come in. So I get a lot of calls about the Pact Act. I've probably filed close to 50 service claims for conditions related to the Pact Act. A couple of them have actually went through and been awarded, which I always enjoy calling the veterans and letting them know what's going on with their claims, and once they're awarded, letting them know all the benefits that they're now eligible for.
Right, absolutely. Well, we're very thrilled to tell people about the Pact Act. That legislation just went into effect this last fall, and how many veterans? They're saying that this Pact Act is going to affect approximately 6 million veterans, and actually increase not just VHA healthcare, which is what we're here usually talking about, but also all the VA benefits. That there's also pension and survivor benefits and some other things. So really appreciate all that you're doing to help educate veterans in Preble County and beyond about the Pact Act and helping them navigate the process of filing a claim through Veterans Benefit Administration and hopefully going on to enroll with Veterans Health Administration healthcare. So tell us, if you could, for veterans in Preble County who may not be aware of where your office is and what you can do to assist them, what would you tell them?
That we're right on the main drag in Eaton at 1322 North Barron Street, and we do a lot. We do more than just help with VA claims. We also provide emergency financial assistance. We also have a dental program for people that it's income based. We've worked with some of the local, or 4 out of 5 of the local dentists here to set up that program. We also provide transportation to VA appointments and we also have worked with other county agencies here as well as some of the civilian to find resources. So try to be more than just the things that we do. We also try to help veterans find other resources that are available here in the community.
Right. And for those veterans who are out there in that area, we talk about the Dayton VA. We've got the campus right here in Dayton, but some people may not know that we also have 4 community-based outpatient clinics, one of them being in Richmond near Preble County. And I'm sure that you have very good working relationships with the folks out at the Richmond CBOC as well, right?
We do. And we also have some with Middletown, because Preble County goes down towards Butler County as well.
Absolutely, yes. And so, do you also not help provide transportation for those veterans in that area?
We do. We provide transportation to both of those CBOCs as well as to the Dayton VA.
Did you know enrolling for VA healthcare is free? And the healthcare itself may be free as well. VA healthcare for any illness or injury determined to be related to your military service, called Service Connection, is free. The Pact Act added more than 20 presumptive conditions, expanding benefits to Vietnam-era, Gulf War-era, and post-9/11 veterans. Check out the complete list of new presumptive conditions at www.va.gov/pact. Hey veterans, have you heard about Ask VA, also known as AVA? This is a new online tool. You can use AVA to send the VA questions, updates, and documents online. When you're signed in, you will enjoy the benefit of tracking your message from submission to resolution, receiving secure responses that will protect your personal information, as well as see all your past messages and responses. This is not just your healthcare benefits, it's for all your VA benefits. So if you have a question about other benefits such as how to file a claim, this is a great place to start. You might have a question about insurance benefits, education, or a question about national cemeteries. This is your place to turn to. Go to ask.va.gov. That's ask.va.gov. We want to say thanks again to our special guests for taking time today to share their story. We truly enjoy hearing stories from veterans from across the region and learning more about how they found care through the Dayton VA Medical Center. And as always, we want to thank our listeners for joining us and remind them, if they are a veteran and are not enrolled, to enroll with the Veterans Health Administration to receive health care benefits through the Dayton VA Medical Center. It's easy and it doesn't cost a thing. You just need to be a veteran. The simplest way to start enrollment is to call our enrollment and eligibility office at 937-268-6511, extension 4105. They can schedule an appointment for you to come to the Dayton campus or help make an appointment at one of the surrounding community-based outpatient clinics located at Springfield, Richmond, Lima, and Middletown. Again, that number is 937-268-6511, extension 4105. Veterans may also enroll by visiting www.choose.va.gov/health. While there, you can choose from applying online or by phone or by mail. It's just that simple, really. As I said before, it doesn't cost a thing to apply. So what are you waiting for? Call us today. Or, if you know of a veteran who is not enrolled, have them call to start taking advantage of this benefit. If you're a veteran, it's your VA. Sign up today. Join us again for another episode of MyVA Dayton with the Dayton VA Medical Center. Our episodes drop the 1st and 15th of each month. I'm Scott Leese with your co-host Greg Tucker. Thanks again for listening to MyVA Dayton.